Everyone is now using YouTube to find information online. I just came across a Beacon's article that listed a YouTuber who is in the relationship space. He's a coach and he's known for his insightful advice on love and relationships. Now get this. He has 1.2 million subscribers and his average video length is only 15 minutes, but his video gets 50 million views. Now, of course, I had to go and fact check before I passed this information on to you, and I found his channel, as you can see from this screenshot. Alex Cormont, who is in the relationship space, uses his YouTube channel to share his expertise, and he has gained a significant following. Now, I can't read Spanish, but if you go to his channel, you can certainly check that channel out and see what he's doing to grow his YouTube space on relationships. Perhaps you're someone like me who has information you feel is too good to keep to yourself. I believe that everything that we know we should pass on to someone else just to help them avoid pitfalls in life. You are to look for other people who have the wisdom and knowledge you need to help you move forward in life. So I'm going to dive today into the world of YouTube relationship advice and really kind of put it to the test. Can we really find solid relationship tips to improve our love lives? Join me as I try to separate the helpful from the harmful and uncover the truth about YouTube's relationship advice space. When it comes to seeking relationship advice, the internet is obviously a go-to. We have so many popular platforms that singles congregate to now, with millions of videos on YouTube offering guidance on everything from dating tips to conflict resolutions. The options are truly endless. You can find advice from relationship experts, therapists, and even social media influencers, each with their own unique perspective and experience. And that's the great thing. There's so many different options out there. You may connect with one person and not another. You may connect with me because you like what I say, but then there's someone who may not connect with me, and that's perfectly fine. There is so many people out there that you can gain sound advice from. Just make sure it is truly sound advice, because with so many opinions and perspectives out there, it can be tough to separate the good from the bad. Anyone can create a YouTube channel and start dishing out advice regardless of their qualifications or expertise. And this lack of regulation means that viewers have to be cautious about the sources they're getting their information from. A lot of time, the most popular relationship advice videos are the ones that offer quick fixes or sensationalized tips. These videos might rack up millions of views, but they often lack depth and substance. They might be entertaining, but they're not always providing the most reliable or practical advice. On the other hand, some of the more in-depth and informative videos might not get as many views simply because they're not as attention-grabbing. In addition, there's the issue of biased advice. When you're seeking guidance from someone who's only sharing their personal experience, you have to consider the fact that their perspective might be limited. They might not be considering all the variables, or they might be projecting their own biases onto their advice. And let's be real, there are some creators out there who are most interested in promoting their own brand or ideology than in providing genuinely helpful advice. One trend I've noticed is the rise of couples sharing their relationships on YouTube. These channels can provide a valuable window into what makes a relationship work, especially if you're listening to someone that has, some time in that relationship. I'm not talking about people who've been together 30 days. I'm talking about 30 years. They can provide valuable insight. They can tell you more about communication, conflict resolution, and intimacy. It's important to remember every relationship is unique, and what works for one couple might not work for another, but having this insight can be a tool in your toolbox. One surprising thing I came across while researching this topic is that some of the most popular relationship advice channels on YouTube are actually created by individuals who are not in relationships themselves. Now, this may seem counterintuitive, but it highlights the fact that relationship advice is not just about personal experience, but also about research, empathy, and critical thinking. It underscores the importance of seeking advice from multiple sources and not just relying on one single perspective. So, what's the verdict? Relationship advice on YouTube can be categorized into different types, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. There are the expert opinions from trained therapists and counselors, which can provide valuable insights and strategies. Then there are the personal anecdotes for individuals who have gone through similar experiences, which can offer relatable and empathetic advice. And of course, there are the viral trends and catchy headlines that might be more entertaining than informative. While each type has its own value, it's important to approach them with a critical eye and consider the potential biases and limitations. Can YouTube really provide good relationship advice? In my opinion, the answer is yes, but with caution. While there are certainly pitfalls to be aware of, there are also many valuable resources and perspectives available. By being critical of the sources we're getting our information from, and by approaching advice with a clear and open mind, we can use YouTube as a tool to improve our relationships and our lives. So thanks for watching. And of course, if you want any relationship advice, especially if you're single, head on over to Amazon and grab 40 Questions Before a First Date by yours truly. I love to hear about your dating experiences. Comment below